Time quickly fading here in the second quarter. Not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a 2nd and 10.
73, 70,
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll drop to throw. It's caught. Smith. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. $10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll set up to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Von Miller with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
To the air goes Daniels. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
That is caught. And they will touch him down the mat before he gets the first. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
At the 46-yard line.
Wide open receiver complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 54 yards. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. They're set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Here's Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here we go. Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles. Let's go.
Now Daniels. It's caught by his running back, Austin Eckler. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
35-yard line.
Three quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They lost 2 there, and it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Barkley, inside handoff. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 4. Now Dillon on the inside give. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Let's go now. Johnny Lions. Ready.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Here's Tressway now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. He's back to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.
Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Santa Clara. This returnable from the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Open man is Jennings. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. The defense could not bring him down. It's a catch and run of 22 yards. Here's first and 10. Kittle is the man in motion. McCaffrey now on first and 10. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Kittle is the man in motion. Throwing on second down is Purdy. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's third down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Kittle is the man in motion. Third down. Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Kittle is the man in motion. Fourth down, it's Purdy. That's taken in. And he's going to have a Niners first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Down at the 12. It's first and 10. On the ground, it's McCaffrey. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. Brings up second down.
They face second down and 7.
Get set. Up.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Really smart play, especially considering how early it is in the game. If something's not there, don't force it. Just throw it away and play the next snap.
Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on third down. Here's Saul, the man in motion. On third down, it's Purdy. And that will wind up incomplete. Triple zeros on the clock. The first quarter has come to an end. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. On fourth down, it's Jake Moody time for the Niners. This about as short as you can get. Moody's kick is good. And the 49ers will take a 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. On the return, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Throwing to begin, it's Hurts. That's caught, Saquon Barkley. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 2-yard gain brings up second down at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 7. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Working his way out left. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the first down.
It's a gain of 10.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10. To throw is Hurts. Forced to his right.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 6. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Philadelphia.
First down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They disappearing. I'm in a city with a flag, we getting thrown like it was past interference. Padlock around the building, crash pulling up and no more truck chickens and cheese.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. To throw, Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he'll work this down inside the 35. D. Winters there to bring him down.
D. Winters on the stop. It's a gain of 3. And this is 3rd down.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Here's Barkley. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up 2nd and goal. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Go with their fullback trying to get it. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout to talk things over before 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Chance to get the lead before the break. Here we go. 4th down and goal. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
These are the situations where as an offense you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted, but Let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big fourth down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 7-yard line.
From the gun, it's Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing again is Purdy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw once more, it's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Niners first down.
At the 50-yard line.
Throwing again is Purdy. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. Back to the air again is Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down. Here's Purdy again. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another.
So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Just one score, one lone field goal. All these two teams could muster in half number 1. What awaits us here in the second half? Here comes Will Shipley on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flushed to his left. He's carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Niners have got it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Kittle is the man in motion. On the bootleg, it's Purdy. He'll get this out to his running back. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
2nd and a yard. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot. It's going to be enough to move the chains.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good one. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he's in! Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Here is Shipley on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. Now Hurts. Moving to his left. Now he'll run it. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get 21 on that one. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
That one good for 26 yards.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
They'll run the draw with Barkley. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
A gain of 2 on the play. And this is...
Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. To throw is Hurts. And he will score! Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he's going to be taken down there as we come to the end of the third quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, here's Purdy. Out to his right. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And a good job rallying for the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that third down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Here's Purdy. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
They'll run it here with Saquon, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Now on 2nd and long. They'll drop the throw. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled them, take them down short of the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on 1st down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on 2nd down. But now after taking a loss on 1st and 2nd, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on 3rd down.
No help from those last 2 runs. It is 3rd and 13. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. Back deep is Avery Williams. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it's a decent return. Gets some of that yardage back before he's forced out of bounds. Here is 1st and 10. On play action, Hurts. He finds Devontae Smith. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. Stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big 1st down. Headed left, buying time. Now he takes off. And they'll take this down inside the 35. So the faithful here at Levi's Stadium are rewarded. It's a win